speaking of 6, I believe that's the number of kicks that were missed in the Bengals-Packers game yesterday.
Was that horrible?
One of the now listen, LaVar, you've always spoken about how much
people too.
Yeah, you hate kickers.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I just don't think that they should be considered to be like the rest of us all the time.
Very good.
Only when they win the game.
Yes, very good.
Only when they make their field goals, which is, it's like being a parent, right? You should never get a pat on your back for being a dope parent, right? That's what you chose to do. You're a parent, so be a parent, right? Yeah. It's like a kicker. Like, your job is to make field goals, so make the freaking field goal. You're not getting a pat on your back. We're okay with you. You're not getting a pat on your back for doing what you're supposed to do, but you can. But when you miss, it's a whole nother story.
Well, what we have done is we have compiled absolute nightmare fuel for LaVar Arrington, this courtesy of the Packers Radio Network.
35-yard field goal attempt off the left hash mark. Snap placement. Here's the kick to the uprights. It is no good. No good. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. Here it is, high snap placement made, kick up to the uprights, and it is off the right upright. It clangs away. Yeah. It is no good, no good. He hit the right upright. And this game is tied at 22 with 21 seconds to go, and the Packers get it out beyond the Green Bay 45. It's not over yet. Bojorquez down on one knee, arm extended. Bradley's snap. Here it is. Placement is up, and it is no good. He missed it to the left.
You have to be kidding. You have to be kidding.
Oh, my goodness. High snap placement made. Kick by McPherson to the uprights, and it clangs off the left side. No good. No good. It appeared to clang off the left upright.
He thought he made it. He thought he made it.
Somebody put a plate of glass on these uprights, and nobody can make a field goal. Mason Crosby for the win. Snap and placement. Here's the kick. It is up. It is good.
Finally.
Mason Crosby got it done. Fourth time a charm. Fourth time a charm.
That was
Mason
painful.
Crosby, and the Packers win it in overtime. 25-22.
Oh, my God.
Finally.
Could you imagine if you had either team on the money line in that game for a significant amount of money?
But here's the thing. Why did Green Bay just try to, like, literally just, we're going to hand the ball off right into the center of the defense. Like, no worries. Like, we're going to kick it. It's good.
Because Mason Crosby's automatic. What do you mean?
Yeah, but he wasn't yesterday.
I know.
So why did they do it after he had been missing?
I have no idea.
Were you thinking the same thing? Why were they not more aggressive to get closer?
At some point, you have to adjust, and that's where, too, if you're Matt LaFleur, you've got a quarterback in Aaron Rodgers you can trust. Like, you can trust him to take care of the football, put it in a good spot. that was painful. That almost, and I think the PAT rule and the way that's changed games. I think it's changed gambling. I think it's changed momentum in games. I mean, you look at that now, and it feels a little different, right? Like when a team scores a touchdown, you got to pay attention to the PAT.
You do.
If you're a Chargers fan, you sure as hell did yesterday, especially with the shootout you were in versus Cleveland. But I got to be honest with you. When they changed the rule, I kind of understood, right? They want to make it a competitive play. It was too easy for kickers, and there really was no point. Now it's gotten to the point, though, where it like makes the kickers, especially if the NFL is going to keep being a high-scoring league, which a lot of overs were hit yesterday. Now it's like it makes the kickers that much more important, which I kind of don't like. if I'm being honest with LaVar, I kind of don't like it.
That's interesting. Yeah.
No, because now like these guys, like you're looking at. So, for example, the Chargers and Browns game. That game, at one point, as the Chargers are trying to figure out like what they're going to do for the 2-point conversion or not, and like leading up, I'm like, well, they're down 42-41. If he had hit both PATs at this point, they'd be up one, right? Like maybe it would change the way they go about playing that scenario out because they were trying to run the clock down, and as and obviously you see the Browns defenders just carry Austin Eckler into the end zone.
It's pretty
great.
great.
It reminded me of Arena League football. I was like, this can't be happening in the NFL.
Let's
now.
go score, guy.
Yeah, let's
go get in there.
Shove him in, carry him in the end zone,
Weird.
so we get the ball back.
Yeah.
But what hit me was, God, now kickers are really, really important. I don't think that's good for football, is it?
Listen, the funniest thing I used to say, and this isn't true, but it really reigned supreme, my rookie year, because we couldn't win a game because we didn't have a field goal kicker. But I always said, don't leave the game in the hands of the referees or the kickers. Like, it kind of is a horrible thing to say unless you have a kicker that you really, really, truly can trust. And listen, Green Bay has had that and Crosby, but they didn't yesterday. And the idea of it is, if you want the game to be over, get them closer. I mean, that's like, to me, again, why are you just running the ball and just saying, okay, we're okay with kicking the ball from here when he's missing? Like, first time when he hasn't missed yet, okay, I get it. Second time, it's kind of like, yeah, I get it. But anything after that, come on, man. There's no trust.
By the way, Mason Crosby's started getting gray hair when he was 15, I believe. Like, he is the oldest-looking 37-year-old I've ever seen in my life. Like,
yeah, I don't even care about all that.
I just want to
make
point
a field
that out.
goal.
Yeah, I just want to point that out. I was trying to lighten the mood because I know you're very aggressive against kickers.
Yeah.
I think now as a player, or maybe even as a coach, if I see a missed PAT early, because he missed a PAT earlier in that game. They both did, right?
Yep.
At some point.
You're not getting the benefit of the doubt from me the rest of the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Not at all.
I think you've got to change how you're looking at play calling and maybe even how you're looking at your tries after touchdowns. Like, I don't even know now that moving forward, and if the average was, right, 50%, you're going to get that 2-point conversion. I'm maybe just saying, yeah, we're gonna keep you on the sideline, because I'd rather have our offense out there and Aaron Rodgers with a chance to get a 2-point conversion where we're going to hit at least 50% of the time, maybe even more, depending on the matchup.
See, I'm with Brady. When they first introduced the rule that they were going to move the kick back, I thought this is such a waste of time. Like of all the things you can fix in the NFL, this is the one you want to fix. Like, what's the point?
Just subtleties.
And Roger Goodell said it at the time, to where they don't want to make it seem automatic anymore, because it used to be, team scores a touchdown, it's automatically 7. You would get up and walk away from the television. You can't anymore. You literally can't, because, as you pointed out, it changes everything. It changes your strategy moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
It changes,
it changes your strategy leaving the stands to go to the bathroom. Right
Yeah,
now, you've got these log jams going into the bathroom and concession stands. Less time to go buy a beer because you have to watch the PAT.
And also, if anybody ever played Super Bowl squares before?
Yeah.
When you go to halftime. Yeah, because now all of a sudden 6 is a prime number. 6 is a prime number all of a sudden. So now that impacts. So there's a lot of things that are being impacted here.
Yeah, people's bowels.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they got to hold on to it. They got to hold on to it an extra minute or so.
Oh!
Yeah.